We're in the final segment of the platform this evening with Dr. Sidney McPhee, and we are looking at his wonderful book here and the brilliant photography in it, and we're going to read the English in it over the weekend. But Dr. McPhee, violence, it's a phenomenon in our region. We have a serious problem with violence in our country, and some believe that we have developed a culture of violence in this society. And I just wonder the extent to which universities in the United States, and your university in particular, is looking into behavioral problems, cultural problems, the whole issue of violence.
We are, actually. We have a very strong social science and social work area. A couple of years ago, because of some of the what I'd call selected cases of violence in and around the area of our community, our university, I actually commissioned a group to look at developing a series of programs to address the issue of conflict resolution before it escalates into violence. And they developed what we call the True Blue Pledge that speaks to respect and that speaks to dealing with issues in a way that would not result into violence. In communities, there is a correlation with education, lack of educational achievement, lack of economic prosperity, and violence occurring in that community. And so part of what is important in addressing the issue of violence in any community is to address the root cause, not the symptoms. We all know what the symptoms are, but the cause. Address the root cause of violence, and that has to do with providing opportunities where individuals see a hope for the future. Because when you think about it, you see some of the most violent acts, you ask the question, what was that person thinking in committing that act? And from a social scientist perspective, if a person decides that, you know, there isn't much in life for me to look forward to, then anything becomes possible in terms of their behavior. And their conscience becomes non-existent. So they do incredible things because they don't see a hope, they see no future, and there's a great deal of and there's a lot of research in that area.
But those issues you mentioned, Dr. McPhee, doesn't that reflect on three important elements in our society? The home, the church, and the educational system.
It goes.
Those are the three fundamental areas, and where you have deficiencies there, they're reflected in the product that comes out of those three institutions.
Yeah, and you know, there's this the question of nature versus nurture, the environment versus the innate circumstances. I think there's a combination. You're
a product of your environment.
Yes, I really do believe that. That we all, my worldview is that we all are born with the goodness, and our experiences or lack thereof help to shape who we eventually become. And this is not an excuse. There's a lot of debate in academics and in social and political worlds about, you know, why is a society, you know, what makes a society become so crime-ridden? Is it that you know, the father's not in the home? Well, we know that there are a lot of very successful people who were raised by their by their mothers. I mean, so I really don't buy it. And I think obviously a good situation, the preferred would be
ideal,
to have the
yes.
ideal. But I don't subscribe to that view at all. Because there are others that can act as surrogates in that role. So I think it's a combination of factors. With education, if I were to lean on one factor as being overwhelmingly significant, it's education.
You know, we
Because
live,
an educated person really would not
Yeah.
get involved in some of the things that you see going
There's
on.
hope.
Yes,
See,
yes.
There's hope.
You know,
And-
we live in a country here where we see an escalation in murder, an escalation in crime. Everybody blame the police. Everybody, we need more policemen. We need more police strategy. We need more police intelligence.
Even the politicians do that.
No, I don't blame the police. It is what you said. That is a symptom
Yes.
of the society.
Yes.
It really is.
And the police can only react.
You only can react.
Only the police cannot
Yeah.
control, be with 400,000 people
Yeah.
and determine what they're going to do next. You know, so it's to me, it's an unreasonable.
You're dealing with a diseased society.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? It's a sick society.
You are, and you have to
Yeah.
address the cause. It's just like you mentioned the disease. I mean, if you go to the doctor and you have a cold or you have some kind of ailment, the doctor wants to know the symptom, but in reality, he's gonna or she's gonna focus on treating the root cause of that,
disease.
so that doesn't return, or to deal with it
Absolutely.
in a way. And that's how we have to approach this issue about our society.
And it is said that crime is the fever chart of a sick society. And the fact of the matter is that we have not been dealing with the root causes of crime in the society. And so you need people like yourselves, academics, who can identify these root causes. Yes?
That's right.
You need professionals.
That's right. You need professionals that will
professionals.
then work, and it has to be, again, a partnership. Everybody has to be engaged. Public, private, government, and they all have to work in collaboration. We love the game, what I call the blame game. The child is in crime because the high school blames the middle school blames the elementary blames the kindergartner blames who? The parents blame the mama or the daddy or their genes. I mean, let's get away from that.
And then they blame the church too.
Yeah.
Well, Dr. McPhee, just to do a recapitulation here of what you are going to do on Monday, is it?
Monday.
It's a book signing.
From 3 to 5, a lecture.
Okay.
Just a brief talk about China, putting the country in perspective, and then the book signing. And those who are interested in this incredible country, and all of us should be, because it will have an impact on all our lives. I know it's having a great impact on the Bahamians as we speak, because I know the role that the Chinese is playing with regards to this country. But College of the Bahamas from 3 to 5, lecture, PowerPoint, showing some of the photos, and then I'll be autographing, doing a book signing.
Good. I'd like to present you with our
Heard about this.
50th anniversary publication of Tourism in the Bahamas.
Thank you very much.
This is a coffee table size book.
Yes.
And hopefully you can take 1 or 2 copies to your university.
I would love to, and have it prominently displayed.
Yes, yes.
We invite world guests at our institution. In fact, we have a delegation coming in 2 weeks from China,
Right.
and then one from Africa. And I will tell them that I know the publisher.
Yes.
We grew up together, Mr. Wendell Jones.
Yes. Well, thank you so very much for being here today.
Thank you. My
And all of the
pleasure.
best as you move forward in your university and in publishing.
Yes.
In publishing your next book.
Maybe there's a joint project that we can do together. What do you think about that?
There you have it.
I give
Very
you a
good.
formal invitation to visit, both of you, my university. We're
Yes.
very proud of that institution. We have a lot of Bahamians. We just announced a couple of weeks ago, last month, a donor that had given about $1 million for scholarship from students from Exuma to study at MTSU in cash.
Excellent.
And so there are going to be some great opportunities in further collaboration. We have a world-class communication college.
Very good.
Top
very
10
good.
in America. The former editor of USA Today is the dean of our mass communication college.
I have to come and see what you're doing. Excellent. You are a credit to the Bahamas, and we thank you so very much for being here today.
Well, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Godfrey.
Doctor.
Thank you for watching and listening to our program today. Good evening, everyone.